So pop me as the host. So if you don't mind, I would like to be quite critical.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, please go
Now,
ahead.
these are going to be simple mistakes that can easily be rectified. Okay, you'll probably see a lot of, and what I'll do in the future is I'll give you a replay of mine that you can criticize as well, and say what you would think you would do, because I need more ideas as well.
I can do my best.
You'll do fine, I'm sure. So right, okay, we're on Frost. So before you go into the game, you have to have sort of an idea of what you're going to do, right?
Hmm.
You have a build order set, or you're thinking, right, what build do I want to do? So on Frost, 2-on-1 is fantastic. Now the reason for this is there's multiple avenue. Can you see my pings?
Yes.
There's multiple avenues to attack, right?
Yeah.
With the double drops to delay the third base. So you have to use this to your advantage. The map is one of the strongest parts of this game because that dictates what units you create, ultimately where you position your units, and what areas to attack. Okay, so the map plays a key role in actually your decision making, your army composition sometimes as well. So if you're cross spawn on this map, you're going to have to go for drops. Playing cross spawn on this map versus a really good Terran is really difficult. Really good Zerg, it's really difficult to shut them down. So the 2-1-1 is very effective. Same as on these horizontal and vertical spawns. However, Zerg players, they can scout you a little bit quicker on the vertical and horizontal. In addition, they can go Mutalisk, which hits a lot quicker than on cross.
Hmm.
They can do early harassment that hits you a little bit quicker than on cross spawn. So you've got to take this into account. As soon as you see where they spawn, all of these factors must go through your mind. Right, okay, he's close spawn, so I can get an early scout to what he's doing, but he can also attack me quicker. Okay, that normally doesn't go into someone's mind when they start the game, but it's something to think about,
Right.
I
Okay.
would say. So we're going to have a look at his build first. Okay, so we're going to have a look. He's gone pull first. No, hatch first, sorry. Hatch gas pull, which is pretty simple, pretty common. And we're going to see when he gets the third base to determine, to understand a little bit about what the Zerg's doing. So we're going for the 2 queens. We're not worrying about your Reaper at the moment. Whether it does or not, we don't mind. So he's going for the 2 queens. He's making 4 lings to deal with your Reaper, which is completely normal. Good grenade, by the way. Loads of drones are being created. Drones, some lings are now coming out now that speed is done. And he gets the third base. So this already tells you how this Zerg likes to play anyway, because as soon as speed is done, he's gained the control of the map, because nothing is quicker than speedlings at this time, right?
Right.
Which is why he's going for the third base. So already from watching his side, you can see why he's dropped down the third base, because he's gained map control. Some Zergs like to get it earlier, but that's a little bit of a risk. This guy thinks, you know what, I'm going to wait until speed, get rid of the Reaper, get rid of my opponent's vision, so I can get a third and keep my opponent guessing. Right?
Right.
That's what he's done right here. So we're going to go back to the start, and we're going to have a look at your build at the start. All right, we're going to have a look at your vision. Technically, your Reaper doesn't need to kill any units. Your Reaper's only there to be annoying. Okay, your Reaper's there to stop him from playing. So if you do kill units, that's sort of like an extra. All right.
Got it. Yeah, I think I lost him early here, which just sucks.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So right, okay. So we're scouting here. That's fine. This is beautiful. Normally, you'd only want to go to the natural. However, there are sort of like uh, one base builds on this map,
Yeah,
but they
I don't know about you, but I've actually been going up against them
yeah.
somewhat frequently of late.
Okay. Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, okay. So, right now, this SCV doesn't need to continue down. It can come back home. Because when the Reaper is done, he can scout the bottom and the bottom right-hand side. He, by himself, he doesn't really need
Okay.
the SCV there.
So
Uh,
scout one position and head on back.
just head on back so that he can go back to mining and doing his job. Because you're letting him work free here,
Right.
which is unacceptable for the Terran race. So right now we haven't got the vision, which is fine because we get the last scout, but it's still, you can still easily gain the information that you need. So we're going to see this Reaper go along. We're going to have a look in your base. We're going for the reactor, the barracks. I'm glad you went for the barracks before the supply depot. A lot of people like to build the supply depot than the barracks, but your barracks is a lot quicker. Your second gas as well. So when you SCV scout, you lose minerals, right? So this second gas is going to either delay. You can either build the second gas earlier or the factory on time when you SCV scout.
Okay.
That's the decision, because as soon as you hit 100 gas, you should be finding the next available time to create the factory. So right now, this SCV's probably lost you around about 100 minerals, 120 minerals, right?
Right.
Just from looking at this, because it should be as soon as you grab the second gas, you should be on time to get the
Get the
factory.
factory at the same
So
time.
if you are going to scout, take that in mind. Okay, so just scout one position, come back home, then mine, because right now you'd be up 60 minerals. All I'm saying is your factory would be quicker, right? So your push will then be quicker. Your drops will then be quicker. He will have less lings and less queens to deal with that. Okay.
Got
So
it.
that's just something really quite specific. But don't worry about that. That's just something that will come with experience. So we have this Reaper. We're coming in. So all you need to know, you don't even really need to go into his main. However, this is quite a good idea anyway. I don't do this. I assume they always go gas. I mean, you can scout an early roach push, an early baning push, but even if you do, the only thing you're going to build is a bunker outside your natural. So if you want to do that blind, that's fine. If you want to harass workers going to his natural, that's also fine, because then that delays his mining time. It reduces his income.
Right.
What you want to do with this Reaper is just be annoying as fuck. That's what you want to be. Annoying as hell. So come in, kill as many lings if you can. If you can't, that's not a problem. Staying on creep. Try not to do that, because then the lings are quicker. So that's why. Try and engage outside of his natural, and then force the queens to come off of creep. His lings to come off of creep. Then you can see whether a drone goes by to build a third.
Yeah. See,
Then you know. Yeah.
I was just
Go
gonna
on, carry
say,
on.
no, I'm glad you pointed that out because, I mean, normally I don't lose the Reaper like an idiot, but the fact that I'm even just kind of dancing around on creep as opposed to doing it off of creep puts me in a position where I can lose the Reaper like an idiot. So, just
Well, exactly. If you lose this Reaper, all your vision for the early game is lost.
yep,
You don't know whether he's massed up lings. You don't know whether he's gone into early roaches. And all you need, I mean, what? All the units have to go past your Reaper. So if you position your Reaper in a way that he has to send a drone past it, he has to then he has to show you the intention to expand. You have to see that he wants to expand. If you don't see that he wants to expand, your double drop is completely over. Your
exactly.
build is completely over, and you're literally defending,
So
because your Reaper has gained that information.
that's
So what
enough.
I'm trying to get, yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, so that's a great point because if I just put my Reaper basically where his Overlord is, I'm gonna see
Yeah,
whatever he's doing anyway.
exactly. So try not to make it too hard. I mean, Bjorn can do this, yeah, that's fine, but he can also get everything right at home as well. He can make the second marine, and he can make the tech lab while he's doing this. We can't, because we're humans and he's a robot. You see.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is make the actions simple and be efficient with our moves, and make sure that we're producing. So there's three things you should focus on in the game as Terran versus all races. It's vision, production. How many bases is my opponent on? So vision, you're looking at the army composition, you're looking at how far creep spread he's got. Against Protoss, you're looking at what army composition, where is it basically for Protoss, where is his army? And the same for Terran, where's his army, what's his army composition? For production, you should be producing at all times, not getting supply blocks, and following your build order, whatever build order that you choose. And how many bases has he got? That's probably the most important thing, because that dictates to you whether to be aggressive or defensive.
Right.
So a Zerg player always has to be a base ahead. The reason for that is because we've got OP mules, right? So our income will skyrocket. Not as big as it used to be, but our units, say if one Marine versus one Ling, a Marine wins. Two Marines versus two Lings, the two Marines win. So if we're on the same economy, he can't really build a big enough army to kill our army. That's really it. Our units trade more effective. So that's why they need the extra income. That's why they need more quantity. We're sort of a mix between quality and quantity. Zerg is just quantity units. Their units are rubbish by themselves. And Protoss are quality, right?
Yeah.
So they are stronger units. That's why they cost gas as well as a lot of minerals. So versus Zerg and Protoss, you've then got a situation where versus Zerg, you maybe have to be aggressive, force them to make units. Versus Protoss, you have to be very patient. You have to build the correct army against his. But versus Zerg, it's okay to mass units. So that will come across as a problem for you later on. So back onto the Reaper, we need to make sure that this Reaper is stayed alive as long as possible, and that it's outside the natural.
Got it.
So all this start was just the early game. We're just talking about the main concept of it. So hopefully you've sort of learned something a little bit new. Just about thinking about the game very simply. It's not about being the quickest player. It's about being efficient on what you see and reacting to what you see. If you don't have any information, play safe. The reason why you're building a bunker is because you don't know what's happening.
Yeah, lost that Reaper, immediate bunker.
Yeah. So do you need a bunker right now? Maybe not. Maybe you do. Maybe you get lucky and as soon as speed is finished, he attacks, but he's getting a third base anyway. So you would normally have enough Marines to hold this. Unfortunately, if he does, if he went for a massive Ling flood right now, this would be beneficial to have this bunker anyway. But you should already have around about 7 Marines. So production is definitely something you're going to have to work on. It's something that while you're harassing with the Reaper and just being annoying, just continually create Marines.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty to deal with anything if you constantly produce them.
Yeah, I missed a full cycle on the reactor barracks. I noticed. I missed 1 Marine on the reactor barracks earlier.
And that can be the difference between you winning a tournament and losing it. That can be the difference between you getting to the late game and you just losing out.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of these small things matter into the late game. And I've lost a tournament because I forgot to put a mule down, so I don't have enough economy at a certain stage to get both my upgrades. It's very tilting, it's very upsetting, but it's our own mistakes. It's something we didn't focus on in the game. So you need to be everywhere. You need to try and do everything. So produce all the time is what I'm saying. And your army movement is fine, but just do less movement. Annoy him with the Reaper, but ultimately, when you're going back to your base, just move the Reaper somewhere else so it doesn't get killed, then move it back.
Right.
While you're sorting out your stuff. Because then you still have the Reaper alive, right?
Got it, yeah.
So right now we see the intention to expand. So this double stim drop is all go. We can do this. Yeah?
Yep.
We can do this push, it's fine. So let's see if we get supply blocks here. So we definitely need, right, beautiful. That's a good supply depot there. Because it also starts off the wall as well. So we do see he's made a couple more links. That's even less drones, remember. So if we have a look at the unit, so let's pause right here. He's had to remake the links that he's lost, right?
Yeah.
So what does that tell you about the 211? When you kill the links, he has to remake them. So he would be even more ahead in workers if he didn't lose his links early on. That already tells you something quite important about this matchup.
So that's already, and that exact concept is going to translate to the drop itself then. Kill the Lings, force him to remake the Lings, which then, of course, means he's not making as many drones as he could.
That's right. That's less larvae. That's more cost efficiency for you. And when you've got a big enough army with 1-1, he's not going to have anything. And if he does have anything, that's going to be it. He's not going to have any follow-up. He's not going to be saving up for ultras. He's not going to be saving up for mutas. He will literally have that, and that's it.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. Also,
yeah?
I should point out about my build here. I literally just today, when I was watching Bjorn's stream, I saw that he gets his double E bays before his third command center. I was getting third CC after the first 2 medevacs and then going double E bays. But so I just started. I changed that around today for the first time.
Either way is fine. Either way, if you want to do the later engineering base, you go do it, because at the end of the day, you're trying to establish yourself as a player as well.
Right.
So if you can make it work with an earlier third, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But the reason why he gets earlier upgrades is so that when his 1-1 finishes, he will attack. He will attack so much. He will just literally go out on the map and trade with his opponent, because he's going for the aggressive pathway.
Yeah.
Now, that's a bit weird because you're sort of saving up for upgrades. So it's sort of a weird way to say, but with 1/1 Marines, you can trade very well against 1/1 Lings because Zerg likes to go for early upgrades, and we see that +1 melee's already come up for this Zerg. So that's the only thing with the 2/1/1 is it delays your upgrades inherently anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have a look. We have one medevac along the way now with the second. Remember, we need to make them ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. So we've got a 10-second gap between each one. That can mean the difference between 4 lings popping or 16 lings popping. As soon as the stim is done, we need combat shields ASAP because combat shields actually might finish while you're harassing, right?
Okay.
It may potentially finish while you're harassing.
Yeah, so there's about
So
a
you
10
have
second delay there.
This all adds up. Because you're so focused on, right, okay, I have to do something now. You don't. You just have to annoy him. You just have to go, come on, buddy. Keep attacking into me. Come on. Because I'm massing up my army at home. I'm making loads more units. I'm getting my upgrades. What are you doing? You're losing lings, baby. That's what you're doing. So these Marines have to be outside the drop to do anything, which is great. So always engage just outside of creep. Just annoy him. That's all you're doing. Look how many units that you've got here. Let's pause right here. He has 27 lings versus 16 Marines and 2 medevacs. You can kill all of those lings and lose about 3 or 4 Marines easily without no micro.
Oh, man.
Your aim is not to kill creep tumors. Your aim is to make him engage you. So how do we make him engage us? Get behind the mineral line. Aim to push towards his mineral line.
So
because then he has to react.
So in this case, you would try to drop into the natural.
No, I would do similar to what
the mineral line outside of the 4th there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's not even an established base yet outside of his 3rd base that he's got down here, is it? Yeah. So he has to keep droning in order for him to stay ahead because your 3rd CC is on its way. So all you need to do is either trade lings, kill economy. Trade lings. If you can kill both, that's fine. You're well ahead. But you've hit just before 1/1. You've got stim. Your combat shields would almost be finished, or would be well on its way to being finished. Right now, you've caught him with his pants down. So let's see. Let's have a look. So kill loads of creep tumors. Right, okay. So are we trading? Beautiful. We are trading, but we're not stepping back as much. Ugh. We're not stepping back. We're not kiting back, right? But now you can see that mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could, because you tried to do everything at once. You tried to kill creep, and then you're like, oh my god, there's lings. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Just focus on it. Just a move. There's no focus firing. All there is just kiting back and back and back, keeping close to the wall. You even had this island in the middle that you could have used to hug against.
Right. So yeah.
So it's not about
dove in instead of chilling at the edge of creep and drawing him into me. I ran into him.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's able to get the full surround before you're able to pick shots at his first lings. So your Marines should be firing the moment they see the lings. So let's go back to just a small mistake like this. This is what helped me with doing 2/1/1s whenever I do them, because I don't do them that much. Is the fact that the moment that you start right clicking, that's it. It's all over before you look back at your medevac and all your Marines die. You've literally got to move completely and just focus. Right, okay, so you're outside of the creep. He's got his lings off of creep to the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I would already go to this 3rd base. But this is fine still. So you move forward, and look, you stim back, there's no units firing. So you can't even kill like 5 lings before the engagement starts. So you're already scared.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? But what being scared for? There's hardly any lings. There's 0 lings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So if he engages into you, if he just 1A's into you and you were 1A'ing, all of this first 5 Zerglings would just die. That's it. They just die.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's nothing the Zerg can do. Yeah, sure, you might lose 5 or 6 Marines, but then you've got Marines versus Queens. And that's not very good for the Queens, is it?
Yeah, I should have been just kiting back, like you were saying, kiting around that island right here. But
Yeah, and now you're kiting, but when you started kiting, you already lost that amount of Marines anyway.
exactly, yeah. So it's just snowballs there.
So just a move, and when the fight goes bad for you, then pick up and run away. But you never know unless you stim in. Remember, stim and win. It's not stim and hide, is it? Huh?
That's right.
Yeah. So we're meant to scare our opponent. And look, he's that confident that he held the push, that he's going for a fourth. He's confident in himself. You shouldn't be letting him do this. You shouldn't be making him think that his race is good. He's Zerg, my friend. They can't even clean up creep after themselves. Do you know what I mean? So now you're doing it. Now you're doing it. Look, after you feel behind, you're making the right decision of right. Okay, I need to deny his economy. Why didn't you think of that first?
Yeah, hit
Do you know
that
what I mean?
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of him. Look, because he has to come back to this. Look, as soon as he sees this, he has to come back to this because that's where his workers are at. If he doesn't, then he's going for like a counter attack. Look. So look, as soon as he sees it, he's like, right, okay, I've got to get back. I've got to save all of my units. Got to
Oh
save
my
everything. Yeah.
goodness. Yeah.
But that's fine if you lost the drop, but that's fine because you already took a bad engagement anyway. So this double drop that served the purpose of being of trading and just being annoying has served no purpose in this game, right?
Right.
You haven't completed your goal as a Terran, which is to scare that Zerg so much to build so many lings. And when people see so many lings, they're like, "Oh my god, this is so crazy!" When I see loads of lings, I'm thinking, "Well, how many drones have you got? Because that's a lot of lings.
Yeah, good
That's
point
no
there.
drones. That's no drones. So that means that if I just make loads of army, you die. Is this correct, Zerg player? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
So
that yeah, the
already,
first drop would have been much better placed right there where I put the second one.
so imagine if you killed 27 lings and you lost 5 marines. If you click on the units tab, so if he lost all of his 27 lings, he would have right now 17 minus 40. I'm rubbish at maths on stream, so like 23, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
23 lings left. And 3 queens because we killed 2 queens. You would have 20 marines, 3 marauders, 3 medevacs versus 23 lings and 3 queens. You've already got more marines than lings of what he's got.
Right. Right.
And that's to say, and if he's got more lings, he hasn't got the same drone count. He's almost even with you at the moment on units on worker production. He's almost even with you. That's actually really good for us. But imagine if those 55 drones were. Imagine if there were 40 drones. That means there's 30 lings added back on because that's what he would need to hold the next push. So he would have 40 drones versus your 50 SCVs. And that's the strength of this build.
Got it.
It
That,
forces him to do something else rather than, oh, I'm a Zerg, I'm just going to drone all day and then just make ultras. Yeah, that's it. That's what they do. One drop can kill all creep. One drop can trade versus lings. You only need one. But the reason why this build is used so often is because there's 2 drops with stim.
got it. Yeah,
That's it.
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So that's literally it. And what you'll find is if I was in that position, I would literally be like kissing the floor, right? I'll be like, dude, like you've handed me the game. You've handed me the game, Zerg player. Thank you very much for the ladder points, and I'll be on my way. Yeah. So yeah, that's really. This is all I need to say. The very start. Once we get this perfected, then we can go on to the next part. Then we can go and focus on the mid game, because until you've traded effectively, until you've used your information to react, how can we then start talking about the mid game and the late game? Because you'll be in a different scenario.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So right now, you must have so many ideas in your head. You must be thinking, "Holy crap!" Like
Yeah, well,
this.
it's like you just said. I mean, that it will be a totally to play a mid game ahead is totally different than playing a mid game behind. So if I can
Yeah.
place the first drop better, kill
Mm.
off his lings, trade off his lings, keep his drone count lower, then
Yeah,
the mid game that I'll play from there is going to be totally different than
yeah,
what's going to happen in this game here.
and it's more relaxing. You don't need to drop. You just take frontal trades.
Yeah.
Take frontal trades. When you're higher of a level, even I don't go for drops that much, and I get criticised a lot. But then I go, well, I'm still higher in supply than a lot of people that I play, so I'm doing something right still. So all you need to do is take those frontal trades, because how the hell is he going to expand his creep in that direction? He can't. He
So
can't, can he?
do you parade push it then?
No, no, no. I leave units at home and I trade with what I've got out on the
Okay,
map.
okay. And
I'm very restricted to how I trade. So with the epic land that I just played, I played a TVT where I had a smaller army than my opponents, but I traded better. And
Mhm.
everybody was very confused at this, because they were like, well, how can you do that, Richie? Because I focus on trading better rather than using all of my units. I'm able to always get a bigger army, or always get more out of my army. Then when I use my big army, he's got nothing. And that's why stim and win comes. Because by the time he's dealt with all of my harassment, if I have any, or he's traded with my units at certain stages, he's got nothing left. So all that's there left for me to do is press the T button and win. Right? That's the whole concept about it. To be that Terran that's feared on ladder, to be that Terran that doesn't give a crap what you're going to make, he's going to make it work. Yeah, he's going to be aggressive. If I lose a drop, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh my god, my god. I'm going to make sure the other drop just does double the damage. And if it can't do double damage, I'm going to make sure the Marines are twice as good, man. You just got to keep going. This game is all about momentum, and this Zerg player has got that momentum from killing your drop, from stopping you from doing any damage.
Oh heck yeah, he does. I mean, look, he's
Yeah,
spreading creep on check, taking his fourth base. I think his lair just finished. Yeah, this guy he's in heaven right now.
yeah. And I mean, you're not in a really bad spot, to be honest, because he's not spending his resources very well. He hasn't got his, well, now he's got his 2-2 up.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, what? No, Harrisburg. I'm sorry about that. Continue.
No, that's no problem, man. It's no problem. I have a missus as well, um, so I understand.
It's a
So,
good problem to have.
so right, okay. So now he's got these extra lings, and he's thinking, right, okay, what can I do with these lings now that I've got them available to me? Right. So this is where he can now start to put you under pressure and
Yeah.
stop you from playing the game. And this is where it snowballs. This is where the game snowballs.
Dude, and his 2-2 is started like right at the same time as my 1-1.
Imagine if you killed all those links. He wouldn't even be focused on getting upgrades right now. He would be focused on making drones. He would be focused on other things. Maybe
Yeah.
he would get the upgrades, but he would have it with about 10 lings compared to the 40 lings he has now, because you've killed so many. You see, trading efficiently and being on the map is different to playing like a god and dropping everywhere.
Right.
It's careful thinking, calculated risks. Do I push onto this creep, or do I force him on me? Do I have enough to kill him? So you scan him and you go, yeah, okay, I'll give that a shot. If he's got mass lings, you want to go for mines as you're doing right now. We don't want no marauders. That's 100 minerals we're spending. We want loads of marines until we've got loads of barracks. Then we can focus on some marauders. We don't want 2 tech labs. We want reactors instead. We love marines. Marines and splitting, we're going to have to learn it. If that's what it takes to beat this Zerg player, we're going to do it.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I don't even remember how this game ends, but just looking at what I'm doing in the base, I can tell you exactly what's going on is, all right, I just screwed up that
Yeah.
drop. I'm not going to get anything done in the mid game. Now I have to start making Liberators and Marauders for Ultralisks. That's exactly what's going through my head in this game.
I can understand that, and that's perfectly fine. However, stick to your game plan. If you're making Marines at a certain time, make Marines all that time. When you see Ultralisks, then change.
Okay.
Preparing for them before is like, what happens if you scan into his base and he makes loads of Corruptors and morphs them into Broodlords? You've just spent a lot of money on Marauders and Liberators for nothing. And he might get really lucky. And you might go, oh crap, I really wish I would have just made Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, well that's actually happened to me.
Yeah, exactly. So concussive shell, we don't need that unless he's going Roach Ravager, because then we can pick off units. We just need Marines. We need a lot of quantity units, because that's what he's got. So we need the Marines. We need the mines to trade effectively. Okay, to stop him from doing what he wants. All right.
So you'll stick with one in a typical, I guess, Ling Bane game. You'll stick with one tech lab, and then when Ultralisks are in play, then you'll maybe switch a few barracks over for
Uh,
additional tech labs.
what I'll do is I'll get my 5 barracks up, so that would consist of 4 reactors and the tech lab.
Okay, yeah.
Then when my third base that is down and saturated, I'll create another 3 barracks, and all those are tech labs. So we've got a heavy marine composition in the mid game, and then we transition to a lot of marauders plus submarines in the later game. That enables us to trade throughout the game.
Got it. So what I've
Yeah, and that
generally
stops him from getting to ultras.
okay. What I usually do, or lately what I've usually been doing is I'll get my second and third starport before I even get 6, 7, and 8 racks because again, I'm just so conditioned into preparing for Ultralisks. But so you get your 6, 7, 8 racks before additional starports.
Yeah, that's fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
sometimes I'll go 5 racks double starport. It depends how I feel in the game and how confident I feel. If I
Okay.
feel I can afford it, it's all reactionary. It's not a set time that you build this. If anybody tells you that ladder is timings, they simply don't play to learn. They play to win. They play to just follow a build order and play like a robot. We're designed to have emotion in this game. We're designed to use what we see to learn. Then when in tournaments, we can restrict our scouting and try to be a little bit more crisper and try to be a little bit more greedier.
Right.
But on ladder, it's a little bit different. We have to just play as efficient as we can while doing the build order that we've chosen. I don't stick with 2-1-1. I never did when I got up into GM. I always did 3CC builds, or I understood that Lings equals drones very early on. I did very aggressive builds sometimes. Sometimes I did 2-1-1, but instead of going for double medevac drops, I did a marine tank medevac push just to limit their lings. So every time their lings would come into range of the siege tanks, he'd lose about 5 lings before he's even taken the engagement.
Right.
So you just all I'm saying is you have to be a little bit more variable. All right, you have to try something different, and it may work for you because it's done that for me. And right now you're dropping a medevac full of marauders, which is fine. But what what is that aim? Is that just to drop somewhere, or is that to kill a base, or what?
Usually when I do a 4 Marauder drop, I'm specifically looking to kill queens or a tech building.
Okay,
I mean,
so
if it's at his 4th, for example, it'll be to kill the base, but usually it'll be to pick off
alright.
queens and or to get a tech structure.
So what's confusing is right now you haven't even got 1-1. With the marauders at 2-2, they can kill buildings pretty quickly. With 0-0, they're not very good.
Okay.
They do take a while to kill a building. But the higher up you go in the upgrades, then you can start thinking about that. Right now, you need army. Right now, you need to trade. Right now, you need to put your opponent under pressure. But right now, he's doing that to you.
Yeah.
Therefore, he is stopping you from playing the game. He's stopping you from building dudes. He's stopping you from getting the income. And he's going to win that game based on that factor. So already now, he's taken the lead. From you doing the aggressive build, he's played defensive. Yeah?
Yeah. He's keeping me off of the 3rd at the moment. I need to clear those lings as well.
Exactly. But right now, I don't need to go further with this because you could have done a lot more to get yourself in a better position. Then, when we're in a better position, you go, Richie, I still didn't do enough damage. Then we explore further options.
Right.
Yeah. So perfect that at the start, which is trading effectively, killing all of his lings, then focusing down the queens. If he's got some banelings, still kill all the lings because the banelings are really slow off of creep. Don't be scared of the Zerg. The Zerg players want you to be scared. The Zerg players don't want you to come on their creep because all they want to do is make drones. It's drone simulator to them. They want to do that. How many Zergs make drones until like 60 drones is unbelievable. And the double stim drop just kills everything. So never be scared to move on to creep. So scan ahead of your army. Have a look at what he's got. If you can't see it, be cautious. Make units while you're at home. Completely just be focused on that army. Kill as many drones as you can, then maybe look at your base.
Right.
Because I see a lot of players that look at their army and then look into their base for some reason and they're still on creep. And I'm like, dude, if one Bailey goes into that army, I swear to God, that all those Marines are dying.
That goes back to what you said at the beginning too. Like, for example, in this game, if I would have had vision of his lings down to the right there, I never would have pushed straight into the heart of the creep, and I would have avoided that entire scenario where I'm losing those Marines
there we go.
to Zerglings.
You're already getting it. This is great.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything you're saying is clicking, man. It's just
brilliant.
Good
right, so what we'll do then is we'll come out the replay because this game is not complicated. The moment that you start thinking, right, I need to do this, I need to do it, I need to be fancy, is the moment you've lost the aspect of playing the game. You've lost the aspect of, right, this is a strategy game. This is everything happens for a reason. Yeah. My drops happen for a reason. My stim happens for a reason. I stim a couple of times. My problem when I was in the when I was of a lower league, I would stim too much. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play first.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna show you what I'm thinking. All right, so you can sit back and relax. So imagine this is just like a live replay. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, actually, and you know what? I'll use this opportunity to eat while I'm watching.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. You can do that.
All right. So,
and I'll try and explain to you while I'm doing it as well.
Sounds good. Like, if I'm a bit silent, it's because my mouth is full. So
that's not a problem.
All right, 1 second here. I'm gonna grab the food. Are they cute together? Yeah, don't do that. Wait,
What?
Right. What? Don't do that while you're pretending to be a guy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're doing that. And putting hands back in. No, that's
yeah, alright.
But they didn't kiss him. So it was just like doing that. You know?
Yeah, alright, get off me.
That's awesome.
Alright. It's gaming time here.
I didn't talk much.
Alright, man, I'm back.
No problem, man. Right, okay. So we sent an early SCV because we want to know what he's doing. So he's gone for like a pull first, I believe. Is this a pull first?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, interesting. Okay. So we've got the information. So whether we lose that workout doesn't matter. We know he's gone pull first. Okay. So this is good for us. This is very good for us. All we're going to do right now is expand. On the high ground, he's got one gas that hadn't been finished. All right, so we know that speedlings could be the follow-up, but a lot later.
You want to play it or something?
Got it.
Upgrade complete.
So after the Reaper, we're going to make a Marine to defend the top. And we're going to try and keep this Reaper alive as long as we can. But we've got the information first, right? We've got the information. So we need to watch out for these early links.
Right. Wait, so you're not worried about them coming down, for example, coming down to the left, like not going straight down the center or to the right or whatever?
No, because we're going to have a reactor before he's able to come up.
Got it.
So all we're doing right now is being annoying. Look, I can see the links going off. They want to be aggressive. Okay, so we're just going to annoy him. We're going to go off creep. Just going to be annoying. Off creep. Be annoying. That's all we're doing. Being annoying. He's gone pull first, so his economy is going to be really crap. Keeping off the creep, baby. Killing the lings if we can. We see loads of lings. We see loads of lings. My God. So you know what this means?
Yep.
This could be a heavy ling pressure follow-up. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap over the factory
Get some Hellions
and the
out.
barracks. Yep. Grab the second gas and we're going to go. Maybe into, you know, I don't like playing mech, but might go Hellbat Banshee.
Yeah. Will work. Could be Ling Bane here, right?
Exactly. That's why we have to make these Hellions. Because look at how many lings he created.
Complete.
See, again, all we're doing is annoying him. Trading off, again. And speed is just about to be finished, so we do have to watch out. And look, all that from reacting, see? Look, there we go.
Yep. Oh my, yep. Huge wave of links there.
And look, just annoying him. Look how many lingers he's keeping back. He's allowing me. He's allowing me just to do some extra damage here. While I'm just creating units at home. Right? Look at that. We've got 3 CCs up.
Mineral field.
We've got a lot of these Hellions out. And we're looking in a good spot here. We're looking in a good spot. So right now we've countered his play. That's all we look to do. We get the tech lab. We get the marine to attack that.
Right.
We'll make sure we get.
You countered his play, and you're going to be significantly ahead economically when you hold whatever he throws at you here.
I hope so. I hope so. Gonna be killing our own units there.
Add-on complete.
No, I haven't. No, man. So look, here's the links. You know what we're doing? Killing all these units. Getting into a
Yep.
good position here. Closing this off. That should actually be GG.
I was just going to say, he can GG right now.
So right now we're on the aggression. So right now we can start making more units. Get our sim. Transition. Right? This is what we can do now. We'll start off our wall with a couple of engineering bays maybe. Look how much this makes sense. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't got our army, so we'll get it. We'll get it. He hasn't even got a third yet. So all through just scouting. Oh,
Add-on complete.
look at that. Look, even if we lose all of our army, it don't even matter. Killing all of his lanes. That's all we need to do. I'm not even like macroing right. I haven't even got all my units ready.
Required.
I haven't even got like extra barracks coming on,
Yeah.
and I'm ahead of this game.
Yeah, and
I've got a
kept him
random-
off a third.
Yeah.
Additional supply depots required.
Remember, I'm not trying to play how I usually play because that would be very unfair. But I'm just trying to show you
Yeah.
the difference. So right now, look, all we're going to be doing now is just annoying him, forcing him to make units. Now we made him make roaches. Are we already transitioning?
Add-on
Yes, we are.
complete.
Look how much more powerful you can be as a player
Additional supply depots.
just by vision decision.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at what he's doing. Right, okay, we're going to have a look. Is he spread his scrape? No, we're going to kill some things first. Come on, push up, buddy. Push up. Can just make supply depots everywhere now. Does he have a third? We got 2 random SCVs doing nothing. Okay, we'll get them back to work. Right, what has he got? What has he got? Steel roaches? Okay, buddy. Has he got the other third? What is he doing? What is my opponent doing while I'm making units?
I'll tell you what this reminds me of, dude.
Right, okay, I'm going to slowly take my third. Well,
This
was it
reminds
wrong?
me. This reminds me of a big brother putting his little brother in the closet and then like opening the door, teasing him, and then shutting it again. That's you with your units parked right out there, consistently stopping.
right. You're just stopping him from playing the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I can get my third base up. I can feel very relaxed. So what can kill us right now? What can kill us right now? So we're thinking maybe a huge roach push.
What about a huge muta switch?
Research.
That's a good idea. That's exactly what I was just about to refer to. So we just make missile turrets.
Mineral field depleted.
While our banshees are out there doing damage. Oh, we see the third base. Interesting. So we've got loads of units now. We got the tanks out.
Upgrade complete.
Right, okay, so he's still got the queens. Look how annoying we are just with units that we've created. Very annoying. Then we can make some more orders. There's no. When you've got your economy established, there's not much you can do. When you've countered his playstyle, there's still nothing he can do.
Right.
When we get the 2-2, look how much control I have over him. If he then attacks up this ramp, I'm already prepared. Not because I'm macroing like a god, because you saw earlier, I'm a GM player and I literally just had a 1k minerals.
Yeah.
Look at what we're using with these banshees. Look, we're just okay. He's got hydras. Interesting. Okay, nice one, buddy. So we're just gonna sit home and we're gonna max out. We're gonna see whether he's got a fourth with these banshees. That's all we're doing. Gaining vision. Looking at what he's doing. Spreading our army.
Yeah, you made all of that happen just from having vision, perpetual vision, right outside of,
Yeah.
of his creep, and just kind of poking in there, seeing
That's it.
seeing all the lings, and then just making all of your decisions informed by that vision.
Yeah. And then I see no fourth. Okay, that's interesting. Can we get any more damage done here? Oh my god, that'd be really cool if we get this. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is good. This is good damage. So he's got 1-1. That's fantastic. Because our 2-2's along the way, even though we didn't go for early upgrades. Oh, watch out, son! Still a win, baby! And look, at home, all we're doing is massing up units. We're not doing anything fancy, are we?
Damn, you're about to hit max right now.
Yeah, and I did an aggressive opener, and it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's not too bad. Now, what could kill us? Maybe lurker transition, so we get a couple of starports for liberators. Make some more barracks, because why the heck not? But now we seem to be maxed, so we're going to lift up all of our tanks in one position. We're going to use the Hellbats. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy there, easy there. We're going to still use these. Can we get it? Yes! Being annoying, see? Being annoying. And now he's just going to focus on them now. Watch this. Look, he's just going to focus on these. Come on. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. Watch it. Watch it.
Complete.
Keep going. Keep going. While our army goes through the middle. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And now our army's in position.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
See? One move. Even win. Don't even. Just A click. Just A click. That's all we're doing. Lift up the fourth base. Now we go back to our base. We make our +3/3. Do we need more units? No, we can start our liberators. Just A move, that'd be fine. Kill his economy first. Does he have a full base? No, he doesn't. They're now scouting what we've got. We should see the GG soon. Remember, this is against 2 players as well. This isn't just against 1.
Right.
And all this was moving. See? All this was, no matter what level they were, it was just seeing what they're doing and reacting to it, right? Mechanics weren't a focus in that game.
Yeah, it's like you said, just all based on vision and making units.
So that guy was, one of them was a platinum, so that's not too bad. And one of them was a gold. So we beat 2 players, so that was fine. So now it's your turn.
All right, give me
And
one.
whatever race, okay.
Let me just finish scarfing this down here.
No problem. You take your time. So if your goal is to get some masters on EU, we can make that happen. We can definitely make that happen. We just need to stop the tunnel vision, right? We need to think about what we're doing. We need to play as perfectly as we can. We can do this, man. Holy shit. Yeah, we can do this.
I like your attitude, man.
Yeah, man. Well, at the end of the day, everybody said that I was going to fail to get GM. Everybody said I was going to fail to make bio work. Everyone said that tank evacs are too hard to control. Everyone said that TVT is too hard to play. And you know what I say to that? Stim and win. Get out of my way. Give me the ladder points, please, baby. That's what I'd say. And no matter how hard things get, no matter who you play, there's always going to be someone better than you out in that world. There's always going to be someone better than you. You have to accept that. So every person that beats you, you go, right, that's not going to happen again. I'm going to make sure that player does not win in the same conditions as he did last time. Unfortunately, in my position right now, they still do win under the same conditions, which is very frustrating. but you can make that difference. You can change that with your learning.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you can increase your standard of play. And let me know when you're ready, and we will.
I'm ready
We will
now.
get
I'm
on.
just finished. I'm good to go.
Right, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Right, okay. I'm gonna be that little mind inside your head. Now, if I do get a little bit leery or a little bit loud, it's just because I'm British, okay? But
No
I'm
worries,
gonna
man.
be that little whisper in your ear, going, "Come on, buddy. Come on, you can do it. Come on, let's get those supply posts going. What are you doing? Where's your vision?" And it's gonna get pretty mental pretty quickly, okay?
Sounds
Because
good
you're
to
playing
me.
against two players, not
Yeah.
just one. All right.
So my goal, I mean, my overall goal, I want GM on NA, where I'm currently Master 3. I want to get,
Yep.
I was Master once on EU, but like I was saying before, I use EU for practice now, not really kind of laddering
Yep.
hard, but I want to get back into Master here, and I want Master on KR. So those are my 3 overall goals for the game.
Okay. Well, okay. That can be done. That can be easily done. Now, what we can do is we can do this once a week if you would like,
Oh, dude,
and we could try and
I would
yeah,
love that. I would love that.
and we can try it and um, try and do this every week and slowly increase or accelerate your progression. Okay. All you need to do is ladder. All you need to do is have ideas. All you need to do is have passion for the game. And if you have all 3 things, and if you listen very well, you're going to be one of the best players or the best Terrans on the ladder. I've currently coached someone that now is better than me. I'm very salty about that, but he is better than me now.
Who is it,
Okay.
if I may ask?
He's an EU player. You won't really know him. So it's, I mean, he's doing well. He's called Emperor M, and he's from Denmark. I say he's better than me. We have close games, but he's a very good player.
By the way, man, I don't want to just take up your time for free, and I have paid for a couple coaching sessions in the past because I appreciate giving back to the community, giving back to people who are passionate about the game, putting time in. So I wouldn't mind paying for like an hourly session every now
Dude,
and then.
all of this is free because you are a Terran player and you're willing to learn.
Well,
It's not an issue.
I will keep that in mind, but I'll keep that in mind. But like I said, I appreciate being able to give back a little bit to the community. So when
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. If you want to donate, that's fine. I do have a donation, but that's not necessary. I do this because of the love of the game, and I want more Terrans to feel that they're strong. I want more Terrans to feel that they are important, that they can too play like Beyond one day. I can't replicate what Beyond does. I can get close, but I still can't do what he does. I would like to one day. You know?
I'll say, dude, there are very, very few players who have an attitude like you have, and especially when you get higher up, like when you get into GM. There's so
Yeah.
few players who will take the time to try to help out lower league players. So
They're too
I
busy
appreciate
practicing.
it, man. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
thank you for that. That's very nice of you to say. I don't get that often. That's very.
Oh, trust me, man. I'm just speaking the truth. That's it.
That's very nice. How did you come across my stream, by the way? Out of curiosity.
I can't recall if I came across your stream from someone else hosting you or if I was just looking around for solid Terrans. But I just know, when I watch your stream, you have a really good attitude. Like you've got an upbeat attitude. And for me, I'm not someone who I can't stand listening to people whine because I don't want to hear about how imbalanced something is and all that. So like when I see that you have a really good
You want to know
attitude,
how to beat it.
Exactly. Like don't get
But
me
we're
wrong.
against the same players, man.
Oh, sweet.
We're against the same
All right,
players, so we
I
got to
get to go
do this.
against them. All right.
Right, this is it. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna relax now. This is great, actually. This feels great. I should do this all the time.
Yeah, dude, isn't it
I should
fun?
have people do this. Right, okay. So we're gonna go for the Reaper expand. Oh dear. He's not gonna be happy with this.
Again?
Told you, same players. There we go. So I'm not gonna touch anything. All right. So this is all you. Okay, interesting. You said there wasn't a lot of salt on EU, right?
Yeah, I said there's less, but I may take that back, dude.
Well, the better you play, trust me, the more salt you'll get.
That's a good thing.
Oh god. Don't worry about it. Right, okay, so carry on, Mark. We're doing the build order. Okay, we're gonna scout early as well. We're gonna grab the gas when we need to. We're gonna do your build order.
Got it.
We're gonna see what you can do. We're gonna play the perfect game.
What? Yo, these guys are something else. Alright, so I'm keeping in mind the thing you taught me from the replay. I'm gonna bring that SCV back right after it scouts one position. Reaper is gonna go scout the other two.
Yep. Hello, Florentino4305. Sorry, buddy, I'm taking the streamer away. I'm just helping him out a bit.
So Florencio has some of the craziest Protoss builds I've ever seen.
I would love to practice with him. That would be really cool. Right, okay, so we scouted one position. Let's get the hell back, and we're going to use that Reaper to scout everywhere else.
Got it. So I'm gonna go cross spawn first. Do you have a preference with the Reaper?
Just go north. Just go vertical, then across.
Got it.
Keep it simple. Continue with your build order. Whatever you like to do.
So right on that
Let's get-
second one.
I'm just going to move that SV just a little bit. Just have a look on the tail for you, but I've moved it back now.
Okay.
Right, okay, brilliant. So continue SCV as soon as you can. Good. And this is perfect. This is really good. I actually don't put this barracks like that, which is actually better for you. This is good. Right, okay, the Reaper, make sure you got that all done and well and dandy. Beautiful. This is fantastic. Let's get that second gas, then the factory. So as you can see right now, we've got more minerals, right?
Yep.
There we go. Look.
Yes,
there we go.
sir.
Told you.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Alright, factory
Right, okay,
coming
let's
up.
have a look. Right, okay. He's not cross spawn. Oh, he's north.
Alright.
Right, cool. Right, we've got a drone coming in. Right, so send that. Right, we're going to have to make the two Marines. Make the two Marines. We're going to have to be prepared. So use this Reaper to scout still. You need to see it scout. You need to see what they're doing. Continue with your build order.
Whoa, I'm gonna get that overload, man.
You need to watch out. What happens if he's made early lings? We're going to have to check. Right, okay, his
Got
lings
it.
are there. So just harass. Use the two Marines to kill the Overlord. Keep your Reaper in a safe position. Carry on with your build order. Make sure you get stim before Starple. Watch your Reaper. Check if they got a third with that Reaper while you're doing a little bit of harassment. Kill that Overlord. See how much you can do right now. There's loads of stuff you can do. Beautiful shift looking there. Keep making units all the time. I don't see any Marines being created. I don't see any Reaper vision being done. I don't see any SCVs being created. Come on, son, you need to push yourself. Beautiful. Keep going. Oh, you're going to get that drone as well. That's fantastic. Keep making units all the time, man. We need to see when he takes the third, when speed's done. We need the Marines all together right now. We need saturation on both bases, and we need to keep the Reaper alive. Your job is to keep the Reaper alive.
There's speed.
Right, okay, he has speed. So get ready before a mass flood of links. You will see it with the Reaper. Keep making units all the time.
I'm gonna be safe and throw it on a bunker.
Are you sure? Okay, that's fine. Keep making units all the time. Keep making SCVs all the time. Does he have a third base down the bottom? We don't have vision down there, do we? We have one SCV not at work at the moment. We need to put him back and work. And right now with your Reaper, you see a load of links.
Oh dear.
So that was a very good job because you didn't scout the third and you played safe. Good job. Keep making units now all the time. Play defensive now. Get your wall set up now. Get two SCVs. Just making supply depots across the wall. Be very safe. Watch out for Ling Baneling attack. So we need two SCVs making the wall right now. The complete wall. Stay relaxed. Keep making Marines all the time. Maybe a third SCV. Maybe put an engineering bay in the wall so that it finishes off quicker. Because we're going to need an engineering bay at 1 minute.
Actually, I'm gonna do the Beyond Way and go for the double E-base anyway, so that's perfect.
Okay, so he's got so many links. We need to make sure that we've got two base saturation and we've got a third base before we even think of attacking. Okay, before we even think of dropping. So make sure your wall is done and it's up. Because you've got one supply depot down. What happens if he comes in right now? There we go. Your mine's in a terrible position. What is that mine going to do against lings? There we go. Right, we see all the lings there. We need to stay back. Stay back. No, what are you doing? There's no banings. We don't see no banings. You be calm. Be calm. That mine has to go behind the supply depots. You make units all the time. That's all you need to do is make units. I'm liking the combat shields after. That is beautiful. You're making units all the time. He has to do something with this or he loses the game. Do you understand?
Oh!
Right, okay, right. Get double drop because he's lost loads of lings now. Double drop. Because you can use the rest of the lings to defend. The rest of the Marines to defend. Just a double drop, send them off as quickly as you can. Third base, let's go. Double upgrade. He's done the damage to himself. I'll get your army together at home. Keep making units now, all the time. Make your double engineering base. Don't get supply blocked. You see how hard it is?
Heck yeah, man.
Floating a bit now. Right, now we see his third. Right, what's your drops? Get your marines out. Get your drops together. Focus. Keep making units now all the time. Get your double gases. Don't get supply blocked. Right, now let's deny that base. Come on. Watch your unit. Watch your unit. Press S on the drop to stop it from dropping. Okay, good. Right, we need the drops out. This is good practice. Get all the marines out the drops and trade with those lings while you're making army at home, while you're getting up double upgrades. Right, now get those marines together and go and attack with them. And I want you to kill as many things as you can while making units at home. That's what I want you to do right now. This is a bit of practice. Let's go. Let's try and deny some of that worker, production on that base. Come on. Go, got the army there, got the army there. Go on, stim back. That's it. Look how many lings you're killing right now. Look how many lings. Go on, that's it. Keep going, keep going. Alright, okay. We chickened out a bit there, but that's fine. Look how much damage we did to all those things, right? We killed a lot of lings. So don't worry about that drop. Bring that drop back. But let's go with all of our army now. All the army hotkey, let's go. Get it all together. Don't worry about the drop. Remember, we've killed the lings. We've traded with the lings. He's now got his third base down. You need all the army together. Drop the supply depots. We need marines out the bunker. We need the mine. We need double upgrades going on. We need the armory down. We need the third base on location, and we need the add-ons on the barracks. Let's go, go, go. If you want to be the Terran to beat, if you want to get master, do exactly what I say. Drop down those supply depots. Let's go. Quickly as you can, man. Quickly. I told you, get crazy. Right, let's go. All the army. Let's get all those marines. All those marines outside the medevac. There we go. Beautiful. Right, let's attack here.
Got it.
Let's go. Let's go. Right. We're not going to play a parade push. We're going to just keep making units at home. Let's go. We're going to trade this army while getting our upgrades, while getting our third saturated. That's what your objective is. Okay? When your army gets close to the creep, you are going to be controlling your army while making units. You understand?
Got it.
You are going to stim and win. You need to scan ahead, see what he's got. Get the mines in a good position. Get yourself ready for stim in. Go for it. Go for it, man. Right. 4 units if you can. Good fine hits there. Get your mines down if you can. Got some things down by your third. Watch your units. Watch your units. Send a couple of units over there. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Make him come to you. This is what we're talking about. Get your units split. Watch out. He's engaging. He's engaging. Look, killing. You make units out all the time. Stop making units. There is a run by your third. Clear up what he's got at the moment and send some units over to. Keep going, man. Keep going. Just keep pushing. You're beating 2 players right now. You're beating 2 players. Right? So keep making units now all the time. Beautiful. Start saturating that third. Let's start killing all of these bases. Let's go, man. Keep going. Keep making units now all the time. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep pushing forward. Keep the landing. Keep your army together. There's a load of units up the top doing nothing. They're out stim. Get them healed. Good job, man. Keep making units all the time. Beautiful. You've even got for liberators, man. It's disgusting. Got loads of units attacking the larvae right now. Killing loads of these. Mainly being more so. Watch out. Get ready to split. Get ready. Free split. Get your army split up. Get ready for the fact that he's going for training. That's it. This is much better. Who is this? Is this Marine Lord? Units now all the time. All the time. Don't get the club. Watch your army. Watch your army. You're making units. Right. Aim for the economy. Aim for the economy. Where's his other base? Scan down. Let's kill the creep. He has to come down that ramp, doesn't he? That's where you're sending them all up there. That's where you've got to liberate them. For being abusive. Beautiful. This is how you play Terran, man.
Thanks, man.
They don't even know. They think you're the GM player. Yeah?
Man. Well, that's some GM level advice for sure. Whoops.
Oh my god, can these guys just fucking... Oh man, it gets the salty... Oh yeah,
right.
I like it. Good job. Good job.
All right.
And I did nothing in that game.
Well, you gave gave the winning advice for sure. But damn, yeah, like I see everything that you're saying.
But you see how different that was?
Absolutely, yeah.
You use the Reaper to dictate where you're going to drop, whether you're being aggressive at that point or defensive. And then you just still build up the army. And then you attacked in a sort of a channel. You attacked going towards his economy. Therefore, he has to react, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he was pulling his units towards you because he's like, well, I need drones, man. I need a third base. And then that's why they were trying to go around the back of you and trying to kill all your Marines and SCVs on your third because you're ahead in economy. That was brilliant.
Whew. Thanks, man.
Right, okay, so after this, my friend, I'm going to leave you to it because I think that's given you all the tools that you need to make you feel stronger, to make you feel like there's progression for you.
Yeah.
Because I bet you there's some days where you think, oh, I really don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I hope that I've highlighted a lot of things for you.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, now it's going to be a matter of consistency, and
Beautiful.
you know, I've got to. The thing is, it's a different in mindset as well. So like everything you're pointing out the small mistakes and everything, and areas where I have to polish it up, but also it ties back to the mindset of like constantly being aware of what he's doing, constantly being out on the map without being afraid, poking in, but
Yep.
again, but not being afraid. So
That's all this is. That's all this game is. Whatever opponent is afraid of the other, whatever player's afraid of the other, the one that is more confident will win because he can get away with going for an extra base. He can get away with doing
Yeah.
a drop. He feels like he's stronger. When you go into a game and you think that you're not worth playing or you're going to lose, say if you get matched up against a GM, if you think you're going to lose, you're going to lose, man. There's no doubt about that. If I go into a game and I play against a Muslim, mate, I'm going to think, you know what? If you're going to win, I'm going to make it as hard for you as I can for you to win as possible.
absolutely, man.
And I've beaten the Muslim for the first time in ever. I got emotional on stream because I beat someone who I looked up to when I first started playing StarCraft, and that is a huge feat for me. So it's time for you to do the same. It's time to pull the finger out of your ass as well and start saying, you know what? I'm tired of this. I want to get up those ranks. And if I lose, I'm going to wipe off that salt that's on my shoulders and I'm going to carry on. And the next time I play that opponent, I'm going to do even better. I'm going to get less supply blocked. I'm going to harass him a bit more. I'm going to deny his bases. There's so many things you can do in a game that you can change.
Heck yeah.
So I really hope that I've helped you, and I really hope that if there's anyone in chat that hasn't got the passion, has now got the passion.
Dude, yeah, you've provided just a huge help. So thank you very much. If you don't mind, I'll take the portion of this stream and I'll highlight it and upload it to my YouTube with your permission.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Just to help other people out there.
That is not a problem, man. Yeah, but apart from that, I will leave you to go and ladder because I've taken up more of your learning time. So
no, dude, this was more efficient in terms of learning than like 100 ladder games. So thank you.
That's not a problem, man. Now it's time to learn. Let's go, baby.
That's right.
Stim and win. And I'll see you soon. Message me whenever you're free next week, and we'll do this again. And we'll slowly get your progression up, and we'll slowly get your levels up. And when you feel down and when you feel out, message me, man. Because all you need is a Richie speech. All you need is someone to say, hold on a minute, don't feel sorry for yourself. This is a game. This is a game we all love. And now it's time for you. It's time for you to make your mark. It's time for you to stim and win. And I'll see you soon, buddy.
Heck yeah. All right. Thanks again, man.
No problem. See you later. Bye.
Later.